Morning, everyone. Welcome back to Deep Sky Farms and welcome back to AgroForests. It's November 1st, 6 o'clock in the morning, bright and early, and it's pouring rain right now. So we're doing a little bit of shuffling around in the yard here. I got a deal on a couple of used conveyors that I'm going to try out. One of them it's an AGI. It's the big one with the hopper built into it. So we're going to roll on down and pick that up and try that out. We've got the corn harvest to do today if we can get out of the rain and see how the moisture is doing on it. The other one that I picked up was the seed treating unit because there's a little bit of money to be made in there. Theoretically, we should be able to process some of our grains and turn them into seeds, both for us and possibly to sell them. Okay, here we go. Let's grab the big one first. And we're going to get this hauled up there and we're going to set this up for the corn. Are we hooked up? Yeah, everything's hooked up. Now, I hope this fits on our bins. I think it should. I seem to remember using this on Farm Sim 22. Oh, and you may notice I spent October doing a little bit of work around the farm. I put in a farm stand right by the road so we can sell our stuff here and not have to truck it all the way across town. And I started working on fencing in this area here just to keep it a little bit more separated from the rest of the farm. I may expand the pasture, but I'm looking for the right barn. In other news, we are selling milk. We managed to sell about $600 worth of milk today, so yay us, that's good. Hopefully that's going to increase. Also, I put in a couple more bins down here to just kind of rationalize the pig food and chicken food and lime situation. We're going to have to look for a feed mixer at some point, but I'm not sure what exactly we're going to do about that. Okay. So hopefully okay, so this bin is empty. So I'm just going to back up right next to that. I'm going to leave this one here for now. I'll deal with it later. But we're going to back this up. Now, the only hitch about this, cool as it is that it requires a tractor to power it. I think the combination that I use... Oh, will this let me use crane controls to lift the damn thing up and down? Oh, there we go. Okay, start by unfolding it. Now, I am moving my stick. Oh, wait a minute. I bet you it's bucket controls. Can we get into this one? Okay, let's try it without the bucket. Okay, there's right button sideways to move it sideways. Right button up and down to move it up and down. All right, we're golden. We can put our bucket back on because this is, I think this is crane 3 is the axis on it. And that looks about right up there. Let's see if we can helicopter our way up there. And I unfortunately can't zoom out anymore. So we have to kind of guess and hope we're in the right place. Hope that hope that whoever did the okay, let's swing this out here. We're gonna hope that whoever did the bin gave us a nice big trigger up there. Okay, so let's open up the hatch. So theoretically, if we come around with our gravity wagons, it's going to be a little bit tight, but and we're going to open the lid, and it looks like we got to go backwards a bit. I mean, the other option is we pick up the Soaring Eagle. Soaring Eagle? The other option, I guess, would be to pick up the Soaring Eagle, drive over conveyor, and dump the gravity bins into that and have that feed into this. That might be an option. Okay, so we're just going to leave this here for now. Okay, so here's the experiment. I picked up 1,000 liters worth of chicken feed, and I paid... Okay, so here's the experiment. I picked up 1,000 liters of wheat. That's $1,500, right? 1,000 liters of wheat is $1,500. 1,000 liters of seeds is $1,260. I'm going to run this through the machine, and then we're going to take it and sell it and see what our return is on it. Because apparently this machine gives you a little bonus whenever you're making seeds. So let's see what it does. Let's see if it's on. First of all, I've got the seed treater liquid right next to it. Whoops, a little bit too far. No, we're not over it. There we go. Okay, so we got 1,000 liters of wheat going in. It's doing its thing, I think. Or are we just loading up with wheat on this? Nope, we've got seeds coming out. Also, I might look into one of these. Interesting. So, according to this, 518 liters of seeds. Oh, there's still some in the auger. Okay. Is it on? Must be on. it's not full. Start engine. Try starting the engine. I wonder if it's because of the trigger, it's showing us out of seed treating liquid. I seem to remember that has to be put in a very specific place. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's drawing the liquid. We're making seeds. Seed treating liquid is free. Hopper is still full. How are we doing here? Okay, so we're up past $1,800. 2,000 liters of seeds. Okay, so it's double the amount. And let's get that going. Hopefully the rain passes so we can get to the actual thing. Alright, we're going to run down and see if we can sell these at the farmer's market. Okay, we're at the farmer's market. Let's see what we get for this. $1,167 plus $18 environmental score reward. Alright, fine. So I guess that's not the money-making scheme I thought it was going to be. We ended up losing money on that particular deal to the tune of about $400. But we're selling at a very specific time. If we look at our prices, let's see, scroll on down here to seeds, see if there's a better time to sell them. So according to this, seeds peak at $19.60 per thousand in January, and we're right down near the bottom. So if we would have sat on those till January, it probably would make sense, maybe. Okay. Well, that's something that we can try because we've got a little bit of time, but what we need to do, we'll need to figure out some kind of a bin system so we can sit on them. It may work out because we had 2,000 in the tank there. That would have given us about $3,800. So hopefully... Oh, our bucket came in. Nice. So hopefully we can get that working. Now, is it ever going to stop raining? Okay, 9:30 and it's stopped raining. Our moisture on the corn is actually below ideal, but it looks like, 127% yield. I mean, we'll take that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hop into this. I traded out combines, by the way. The other one, it was just having a lot of horsepower issues. So I traded into this, which is slightly bigger and slightly better. All right. We need to... All right, unfold it. Oh, okay, okay. So it's not super big. And we are running. And down. And I think the way that we're going to run this, forward please, is we're going to run course play on it. Now, do we get straw off the corn? No, we don't. Okay. I'm not running the whatever mod it was that does straw. Now, are we going to smoke these trailers is the next question. Should be alright. Okay, let's set up some course play action here. Fieldwork settings, field margin. We're going to leave it at 0 because those trailers sitting there, but we're going to do 3 headlands, maybe 4 headlands. Give us a lot of room to turn around. Narrow field deactivated. Start work on the headlands. Sharp corners activated. Number of round corners, set that to 0 as always. Field center lands and counterclockwise. Is that right? Counterclockwise, wait a minute. This always screws me up. Counterclockwise is correct for lands. Yep. Direction of rows, automatic. We'll let that be. Generate course. That looks good. Start the job. Is it going to smoke that trailer? No, we're good. Okay, and we do have some withering here. Alright. Worker. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to... I wonder if we... oh, actually... Let's jump back into there. I need to change a setting. And on vehicle settings for this one here, we want to go down to self-unload, activated, and okay, and activated. We're gonna unload on the first headland, see how that works out. I think I kind of want to do a full video on just setting up course play, because I think it's necessary. Everybody's used it, but there's people that haven't. Believe it or not, we have new people to Farm Sim, and sometimes we forget about them. You know, we just assume that they know. Oh well, you know, course play. Plus, I mean, the mod has changed. There's new stuff in it. Okay, let's see if we can chase a little bit around the outside here. And we're going to grab one of these trailers. I'm assuming that these trailers work. Oh no. It's a car hitch on this. Why would you put a car hitch on this? Well, that certainly is going to make things challenging. Okay, well, I know there is a modded version of this, and I think it's by Rooster Mods. So we'll check that out, see if that has a hitch on it. The other thing I was thinking of is... I wonder if it's possible to add a camera to a conveyor, just so you can look down from the top of the pipe and see where you are. And fix the controls. As far as I'm concerned, the controls are busted. The hikers are dead. Okay. We're going to swap this out for the pickup truck. And we'll leave this corn in the back, and I think we're going to turn this into seed or something. Actually, we need some for... yeah, turning it into seed and turning it into pig food. Which reminds me, it's been the turn of the month. We should check on the animals. Also, I picked up the little gator pack. We're going to have some fun with that. Alright. Well, Lizard, it's up to you. The good thing is I know this thing will pull the gravity wagons. I was just assuming that International would, because it's a much bigger truck. But apparently, someone at Giants made a decision that said, no, that's not how it's going to work. I guess I'll have to spend some time in the boat again. I mean, I guess that's my job. I'm driving the boat to pay for the farm. Okay, we'll get up to the end here, and we're going to grab one of these trailers, and we're just going to do a quick check-in on the animals, because I haven't done that yet. We are on a new month. Wow, look at all that withering. That's brutal. Whoa, watch that trailer. There we go. So, I've found a solution for my vehicle control add-on conundrum. I'm worried about it because it hasn't been updated in a long, long time. It's pretty out of date. It's still working. Whoa, watch them rocks. It's still working, but I don't know for how much longer. I don't know, like every update seems like it's going to break it. So what I've done is I've switched over for my camera switching needs. I've switched to quick cam. Quick camera? Quick camera. And what quick camera does is it allows me to have one button on my farm stick configured to change direction. Okay, cool. And then I've got another button configured to change direction and flip the camera. For my purposes, it's slightly easier to deal with that way, because then I get to control when things flip instead of cycling through 3 options in the menu, right? And this is particularly useful when I happen to be... Where'd my combine go? This is particularly useful when I happen to be doing, like, front loader work with the pallet forks. So what you're saying is I could have just stayed here. Got it. You know, because when you're unloading pallets or doing bale work or stuff like that, sometimes you don't necessarily want to be looking behind you. Wow, that combine's trucking along here. I almost traded in on the John Deere Hilco combine. Maybe that'll be the next step. Have to spend some more time in the boat for that. Oh, and speaking of the boat, you have to kind of be careful with it. Because I was messing around with easy dev controls. Oh yeah, we're full. We're near full. And I happened to teleport myself with the boat a little bit out of the channel. And it got stuck. And then I tried teleporting it and teleporting it and teleporting it. And it kept getting stuck. And then I tried resetting it to the shop. And if you want to see something comedy, I'll see if I can get a screenshot of it. There's this boat sitting at the vehicle shop. And eventually what I had to do to reset it, fortunately I had another save game that I hadn't screwed up. I had to go in and edit my vehicles.xml to put the boat back where it was on the good save game. We're going to try and get as much out of this as we can, but I think we're going to peel off here and head down and see if our auger setup is actually working. Put it in second gear. Oh, and we have flower production too. How's our flower doing? We'll have to check on that. Oh, and the other idea that I had was we have a quarry on this map. And at that quarry, well, up at we were there before looking at that, the quarry production. We can get stone up there. So I think it might be a good idea for us to set up our own lime production, do our own lime in-house. Have to spend more time on the boat. So it looks like this is going to be okay. Can we get the trigger like this? Okay, so we got the tip trigger, but the only thing is you have to be right over the thing. That means we're going to need the soaring eagle probably. And now that's out of alignment. Oh, it's a very, very narrow window, yeah. So we kind of either need a bigger trigger on that, or we need the drive over part of it. Oh my god, this is costing us a fortune. Let's see if I can spin this thing around here. Do I have enough room to do this? Without putting it too far in the weeds? Oh yeah, well, I mean, it's wiggle wagons, right? Kind of makes me want to ditch all these auger wagons, or all the augers, and just go for a conventional silo setup. Yeah, you got to be right on top of it. But it is working, but I am going to smoke it with the back tire. Okay, hopefully that holds up and doesn't screw things up too much. So yeah, I'm going to need a couple more bins back here, which means I'm going to have to either hunt for them or make them myself. I kind of want to make them myself. Those two Suregain bins, I made those. The Bulk Tech bin, I made that. The metal one, the little metal one for mineral feed, I forget where I found that. Oh, there's the automatic unload. Sweet. I was hoping I'd get to show you this. So we're going to drop this trailer here. And I'm going to grab our little tipper. Our little landscaping truck. Those are actually, around where I live, those internationals, they're staggeringly popular with landscapers. Okay, so we're going to try this. Even though it's less capacity than the gravity wagon, it may be easier to deal with that auger with this. No, let's not just tip down there and drive off the edge. We'll have to come and get those other two wagons later, but that's fine. Something tells me that I need to check on that production too. I think we Mineral feed from a mix of corn and stuff. If we can make our own mineral feed, that'd be pretty cool. That's a really, really small tip area, or collision. And yeah. So basically this one here, it does require the drive over to make it work effectively. Although if you can get it just right and stop driving into the damn thing. Right? Yeah, okay, so what's hitting it? The bumper. Okay, so it looks like I kind of have a system for this. But we need one more part. This is gonna... This better pay for itself. Where's our combine? They're over there. Alright. I'll be back in a minute. I gotta go to the store. Okay, let's try this rig. We've got the Soaring Eagle. The tractor is spun around, so we're running it off the front PTO, which hopefully will make it a little bit easier to deal with. It was certainly easier to push the thing into place. Come on, there we go. Dump the corn. Into there. Yep. Into there. Yep. Into there. Alright. This could almost be automated. It's certainly slightly easier to deal with. Okay, so we got to bring this back up to the field, and we've got to empty the other bin, or the other wagon, because our combine's been making use of the automatic empty feature, which is actually pretty cool. And we've got so much crap in this yard. Also, I'm thinking about moving the bins again. It would make more sense to put them up top near the fields, right? And that would eliminate having to drive half an hour back and forth. Whoa, easy, bud. Because we've got that big pad up there where I was going to suggest. Oh, are they going to empty into that? Okay. So we'll park this. We'll set this one here. Yep. Is this the most efficient system? No. Is it semi-realistic? I guess. I mean, I watched one of the Hilbert brothers running a similar setup. I don't know. I'm not actually a farmer. Hell, I'm barely even a farm sim streamer. Roll up to it gently in first gear. It really does stick in place rather well. Alright. Empty. Nice. Nice. Okay, our flower crusher. What do we have for mineral feed? What do we need for mineral feed? Barley, corn, and soybeans. Well, we don't have soybeans, but I'm sure we can buy them somewhere. But we do have barley and corn in stock. So that might be an interesting production to get going. I've got barley flour going. Okay. Greenhouse is trucking away with tomatoes. And that's trucking away with everything else. I switched out the sawmill for this. It's a firewood processor. I thought I'd give it a try just to do something different. I mean, sell the firewood directly. How are we doing? Okay, we're empty. Cow barn is empty. They're running on meadow. Okay, so we'll have to top up some hay and some silage in there. Sheep are sheeping. Chickens are chickening. Those cows are doing just fine. Pigs are okay. They need base food. We're still tight for space. And the horses need riding. They miss us. Okay, let's go deal with the rest of the corn. Okay, do we want to try a live unload? Let's see. We're probably in the way right here. Let's get out of the way of the combine and we'll catch up to it as it's going down that land. You know, I like this truck except for the terrible visibility. I should go in and tweak the camera. There we go. Admittedly, I did this better on Saxon Ham. And then next year when we do corn, we'll pick up a forage harvester. And we'll do one corn and one maize silage. That withering is brutal. Yeah, I think this area here might be good for bins. I know I just said I was going to put the combine shed here, but... Well, I mean... A narrow shed for the combine, plus couple of bins and blah, blah, blah. It might work out. So this has been the corn harvest episode of AgroForests. I want to say thank you very much for coming out. If you've stuck with us this long, I really appreciate it. And we've got a whole bunch of new subscribers, so welcome y'all. As of this recording, we're up to 169 subscribers, which is amazing. I'm going to call it here. I'll finish this off. There's not a whole lot left, but I'll finish it off offline. And we'll catch up to you on the next one. I think we're going to be picking up some bales on Saxlingham, or possibly looking at something new. I haven't decided yet. This has been Deep Sky Farms. Check out our friends over at the Otter Plays channel for some high quality Minecraft content. If you've stuck with us this long, give us a thumbs up. Give us a subscribe if you really like what we're doing. And until the next time, take care of yourselves, y'all.